Yo, what's up gamers? It's your boy Denner met een gloednieuwe aflevering. En hopelijk de laatste aflevering van Kingdom Come Deliverance. Het is aflevering 49. We zijn aanbeland in Talmberg. Met de map open kan ik kort laten zien wat we moeten doen. Hier is het kamp waar we met Sir Divish moeten praten op het moment dat we ready zijn. En hier, lieve kijkers, heb ik eindelijk alle potions inmiddels verzameld die we terug kunnen brengen naar de quarry. Wat ik simpelweg heb gedaan, buiten de opname, het duurde me gewoon te lang en ik was te benieuwd. Dus ik ben naar een local herbalist gegaan, heb daar 6 potions gekocht, heb dan vervolgens een hele dag gewacht tot ze haar stok weer had aangevuld en uiteindelijk dan weer 6 potions bijgekocht enzovoort, tot we er uiteindelijk precies 60 hadden. Dit is dus waar ik de aflevering 49 mee ga starten, om die potions in te leveren en hopelijk nog de questline Siege, zo moeten we het zeggen, af te ronden. Hey, daar is onze grote vriend Hanish. Hopelijk krijgen we dan dus ook de trophy. Zo niet hebben we dit allemaal voor niks gedaan. Zowel, dan heb ik in ieder geval er goed aan gedaan om toch te blijven volhouden om deze potions te fixen. Aflevering 49 dus. Als je er zin in hebt, laat een like achter. Vergeet niet te abonneren mocht je nieuw zijn. Zet je belletje aan zodat je niets mist. En wil je mijn kanaal extra supporten, dan kan dat met een kanaallidmaatschap. Je krijgt zelf unieke voordelen, een badge bij je naam en je steunt mijn kanaal oprecht enorm. Oh, dit is de guard. Bernard, kom eens even hier.
No, clear off. Let me sleep.
Grap. Waarom slaap je nu al?
I'm glad to see you.
This might help, and there's plenty of it.
There certainly is. I'll have to get all those poured into a keg. But if it works, I'm in your debt.
I just want to make sure we get rid of those bastards holed up in the castle.
No more than I do, lad.
And to see Istvan hang from the highest tower.
I'll drink to that. Well, I would if I wasn't on duty.
Kijk, we did it. Fuck yeah, complete all the optional objectives. Fuck yeah.
It seems we came just in time.
No, you came too late. The gates were flung open and those bastards poured out. Of course, we knew it could happen, but there was little we could do about it.
We were taken by surprise on the field.
I know, but I would have preferred you to come at their flank while they were attacking us. It's a good thing nothing happened to Sir Capon. That would have been far worse than a shattered trebuchet.
Had hij nou een beetje boos doen tegen mij terwijl ik hem net zojuist heb geholpen met 60 potions? Ongelooflijk. Ik heb onze grote vriend net 60 potions gegeven, geholpen met een quest, zelfs een trophy gehaald en dan gaat hij nog een beetje tegen me lopen klagen van ja man, je was er net niet op tijd. Dat is toch wel jammer van je. Nou, ik ben in ieder geval blij dat ik heb doorgezet dat we uiteindelijk die 60 potions hebben gefixt. 60 is natuurlijk niet niks. Dat was ook echt een pain in the ass om steeds 24 uur te moeten wachten om weer nieuwe potions te kunnen bijkopen. Maar het belangrijkste is dat het is gelukt, dat we het hebben gedaan. En dat we nu kunnen melden om daadwerkelijk deze epiloog te vervolgen. God damn. Wat een geneuzel.
I'm glad you came.
At your service, sir.
I'm about to give the order to bombard Talmberg. And since it's mainly thanks to you that we still have a trebuchet, I think you should have the honor of the first shot.
I'd be delighted.
To smash my castle? I can't say I share your enthusiasm.
Sorry, sir. I didn't mean it like that.
There's nothing to it. The men will load the trebuchet. All you have to do is pull the lever.
Well, I suppose I could manage that.
Then we'll bombard Talmberg for several days. Sir Robard will explain what comes next. Take care.
Wat is dit nou weer? Welk antwoord ik ook gaf was volgens mij de slechte keuze. En dan zeg ik, oh fijn man dat u mij de eer geeft. Reputatielast.
Load the trebuchet!
Oh, dus jij wilt mijn kasteel slopen? Ongelooflijk. Zit er liever. Dit zijn in ieder geval alle grote ballen die we gebruiken. Maar dat gedeelte van de muur is toch al gesloopt? Het gaat natuurlijk om de binnenste wal, ja, natuurlijk, oké. Wel vet hoe dit allemaal gebouwd is, ja. Ja, hij heeft het duidelijk erg naar zijn zin. Oké, ziek. Ik denk niet dat dit een hele chille plek is om te staan, man. Precies aan de achterkant. Als je nu losschiet, ben je dood. Oh, kijk, kijk, kijk. Nou gaan ze dit erin stoppen. Ja, we hebben niet echt goede munitie. We hebben zeg maar geen explosives. Echt, dit zijn gewoon stukken steen. We hebben geen black powder of iets dergelijks. Ja, ben ik ready? Alright, gaan we. Zo. Hoppakee, dat is klap 1.
Divish said...
Sir Divish.
Sir Divish said you tell me what happens next.
We're going to watch Istvan.
Van waar hebben hun opeens deze toon? Ik help ze met alles, gaan ze opeens zo doen.
For a few days at least. So if you have anything to attend to, now's the time. Just don't forget to come back. Good luck then.
Nee. Niet echt verder wat te doen. Wait until the 2-day bombardment is finished. Oké, we gaan dit dus nu continu aan één stuk doordoen. Beetje raar toch, als ze opeens zo'n toon aanslaan. Ik ga nog heel even met deze man praten.
Are you alright?
All right. All right! He tried to kill me!
But... It seemed like...
It was Pekar! He's lying right there! And you let him go! You told me to my face that I had nothing to fear! Keep out of my sight, you hear? I might have been killed for pity's sake!
Ja, oké, ik heb een verkeerde vertrouwd. Nou, sorry, ik had beter nooit met je kunnen praten. What the fuck, ouwe?
God bless you. What troubles you?
I've arranged for a priest to come. He promised to take care of the people around here.
Thank you, Henry. Lifting the spirit can help us all.
I got hold of a sawbones to take care of our wounded.
Thank you. Most of them have already lost their homes. Their lives are all they have left.
How do you like Master Keezer, Sir Divish?
How do I like him? As if it's not enough to hurl giant boulders at my castle, he wants to throw kegs of gunpowder.
I understand, but he has to do something.
Those boulders could hit my wife. And if they don't get her, the gunpowder could burn her to death along with Sir Radzig.
Yeah.
Ik kan je wife ook hitten.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel. I feel much the same. When we're done, what state will my castle be in? What will I do if the worst happens? What? Enough of that. Better to spend my time in prayer than worry.
We made it in the nick of time.
We failed. That serpent from Valdic gave us the slip. I should have known he'd have his fingers in it all. If only I could catch him.
Would you kill him?
Maybe. But before that, I'd throw him in the dungeon for a few years. See how much he enjoys it. Still, the best I'll be able to do is lodge a complaint against him when the king returns, and just thinking about it gets my goal. And my arm's killing me. Damn it! Take care.
Lekker huilen, man. Bla bla bla.
Is something the matter?
A few of them have taken to their heels. If they stop in Kuttenberg, I'll be glad enough. But I fear they may have other plans.
If those were the best of Istvan's men, they could be lurking in the woods. They'll probably wait to attack us at the worst possible moment.
My fear exactly. I won't breathe easy until Toth is hanging from the gate. But in the meantime, I'll be glad to know the woods at my back are clear. Can I count on you?
Of course, Sir Robart. Would you like me to bring back their gear as evidence they're dead?
That's not necessary. I trust you, Hal. You don't even have to do the killing, just let me know where you find them and that'll be that. There's no need for you to get hurt in the process.
Oh ja, we hebben inderdaad... Even kijken. Nieuwe kampen. Find the northern encampment. Oké.
There was precious little in it, and we could have lost everything.
That's how it goes in war. But God stood by us. And in the end, they're nothing but a bunch of filthy cutthroats. They're sneak thieves and assassins. But does that make them real soldiers?
Well, they're apt to wait till a man nips off into the bushes to relieve himself, lifts up his chainmail tunic and stab him in the back. Personally, I'd rather face a proper soldier.
Because you know just who you're up against. That's probably why Toth is giving us such a hard time.
I'm here.
Can't you see we're still bombarding? You came too soon.
What do you think of Master Keyser?
He definitely knows what he's doing. And all that wild talk of his, rockets and such like. I'd almost let him try it out, but on some other castle.
Do you think there's any truth in it?
I've never seen such weapons used, so I can't really judge. But if his ideas worked, they'd change the way we make war. He showed me some of the drawings he has with him. I don't know if he's a genius or a madman.
Ja, ik denk dat dat de shit is die we gaan zien in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Op het moment van spreken, dit is aflevering 49. Ik heb het niet gered om deze game op tijd af te krijgen op YouTube. Voordat Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 uitkomt. Maar aan de andere kant, nog binnen dezelfde launchmaand start ik mijn serie van Kingdom Come 2. Zodat je in principe het einde hebt van deze game en meteen het begin van een nieuwe. Maar ik denk wel dat we dat soort weaponry en type oorlog gaan zien in Kingdom Come 2.
Good luck then.
We hebben dus nu nieuwe kampen die we kunnen gaan verkennen. Om toch even in de tussentijd bezig te zijn. Dus ik pak mijn paardje erbij. En dan gaan we eens even helpen. Want ze zijn nu inderdaad bezig nog. Kijk, je ziet het gaan. Boom. En ik denk wel dat dit de indruk maakt. Dus we gaan nu naar rechts voor dit kamp. Links van de quarry voor dit kamp. En dan hier naast de herbalist voor dat kamp.
Ja.
Dat is echt zo'n obstakel waar je echt van over je paard zou slaan in ieder geval. Ik was hier laatst volgens mij een keertje voorbij gereden dat ik inderdaad de locatie van dit kamp had gezien. En ik wist niet dat het specifiek om dit kamp ging. Of tenminste om deze objective.
Hey! Who's there? Who's there?
Doei! Even 1 pijl raak geschoten en hem gepeerd. Top. Oké, nu gaan we naar het volgende kamp. Dat is hier dan ten noorden. Als het goed is ook... Oh, vlak bij de herbalist.
Ja.
En even dwars door al het verwilderde landschap heen. Zodat we niet de paden hoeven te hebben. En dat we gewoon heel snel van markering naar markering gaan. We hoeven simpelweg alleen de exacte locaties te weten van de kamp en dat door te geven. En daarna kunnen we in principe gewoon de tijd skippen om de main quest te laten vervolgen. En de aanvallen met de trebuchet, zeg maar... succesvol te zien zijn. Ze gaan nu namelijk 2 dagen lang beschieten. Waarschijnlijk om toch pittig wat druk uit te oefenen op dat kasteel. Zodat ze zich ook een beetje gaan afvragen of het nog wel slim is om in dat kasteel te blijven als je zo wordt aangevallen. Oh, ja. Nou, als scout even snel in de buurt gekomen en wegwezen.
Ja.
Maar wat dus gaaf is, als je hier zeg maar zo op deze manier door het landschap heen gaat. Op zoek naar die kampen. Dat je wel nog in de achtergrond gewoon die aanvallen hoort. Eens in de zoveel tijd legt ze natuurlijk munitie in. Het is allemaal handwerk, allemaal loodzwaar. Maar af en toe hoor je wel die impact. Ik heb Mut trouwens al een tijdje niet gezien. Die heb ik volgens mij een keertje gezegd van... Ah ja, je kan hier blijven zitten. Omdat hij toen te veel lawaai maakte. Ik hoor ze. Jup. Ja, wegwezen.
Ja.
Alright, het was een kleine detour. Dan kan ik ondertussen rustig gaan melden en daarna de tijd gaan versnellen. Zodat dit allemaal ietsje sneller afspeelt. Want we zijn dus nu 2 dagen lang dit aan het aanvallen.
I found all of their campsites. The rest of the woods are clear.
That's a relief. Now let's relieve ourselves of this accursed Toth.
Completionist, wat? Complete all quests. Wow. Die had ik oprecht niet zien aankomen. Dat dat gelukt is. Wow, oké. Dope.
Can you teach me how to defend myself better?
Die had ik oprecht niet zien aankomen. Ik dacht dat ik een aantal missies had gemist met mission failed of weet ik veel
I want
wat.
to achieve mastery.
You can't become a master overnight. You have to know almost everything before trying to achieve mastery.
Well, I'll think it over.
Het betekent toch wel dat ik een vrij complete playthrough heb geleefd. En dat ik meer heb gedaan dan ik zelf dacht. En dat het toch wel heel goed is dat we voor die 60 potions zijn gegaan. Waar we dus niet alleen snel gezien... Nou, dit kan je zo niet zien. En waar we niet alleen snel gezien bij de trofeeën zijn gegaan voor... ja... de completionist, maar dus ook... deze fucking potions, complete all optional objectives. En omdat dat is gelukt, hebben we uiteindelijk ook completionist getriggerd. Dus daar ben ik dan weer wel heel erg blij mee. Betekent dat we zeker wel in de buurt zijn gekomen van de platinum. Alleen er zijn gewoon helaas een x-aantal trophies die zwaar missable zijn. En waar ik misschien een aparte playthrough een keer voor moet aanmaken. Wie weet dat ik dus na een aantal jaar nog een keer terugkom naar dit spel. En deze platinum alsnog binnensleep. Misschien ook als ik Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 platinum heb gehaald. Want volgens mij is die trophy-list ietsje makkelijker dan deze. Maar dat weet ik niet zeker. Maar wie weet als ik dan later terugkijk dat ik wel denk van... Hé, volgens mij is het wel vet als we Kingdom Come platinum halen. Dus vandaar dat ik... Oh, nou gezellig, zitten we dan samen. Vandaar dat ik daar nog geen zekerheid over ga geven. We gaan lekker de tijd vooruit skippen en dan zien we het wel.
Since Sir Divish's colours still aren't flying over Talmberg, I suppose we'll be attacking.
Just so. That Istvand's a stubborn bastard.
Alright, when do we start?
There's no reason to wait. Are you really ready? If you need to rest or anything, we can still wait. You won't have another chance until we won the day. Or until your final rest.
I'm ready.
Glad to hear it. We're going to attack on two fronts. The north gate and the west wall, which will scale with ladders. The attack will be split into different stages. Taking the outer walls, the inner bailey, and finally the core of the castle and the tower.
Oké, jongens. Daar gaan we. Oh shit.
Shield, for fuck's sake!
Fuck. Ja, ik gebruik volgens mij een beetje een matig wapen voor dit. Ik kan misschien beter zo'n beukwapen gebruiken. Al doet deze wel 79 damage, maar daarvoor moet je wel echt raken. Hiermee kan ik gewoon mappen wat ik wil. En misschien moet ik heel even kijken. Kut, mijn sidekick, mijn horse kan niks. De rage potion. We gaan gewoon meteen mappen. Hier doet het flinke damage. Hoppa. En door. En mappen. Boom. Zie je, dit zijn flinke beuken, jongens. Die rage potion die helpt best wel goed mee. Ik heb ook goed gebruik gemaakt van die healing potion. Zodat we meteen werden aangevuld. Headcracker werkt ook goed mee. Zo, voltooien zijn hartstikke aan. Doeg!
We've got them! And now from the south! We'll charge them from the rear!
Kut. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ik dropte hem in plaats van een muziekje. Hey! Kijk, ze gaan, joh. Er wordt me gebeukt en gemet. Doeg. Lekker voor ze. Kijk ons eens mappen als een stelletje gekken, joh. Dit was wel eentje die flink wat items bij hem had, als het goed is. Maar toch niet zoveel als gedacht. Kut, ik heb alles meegenomen. Oeps, dat was zo niet de bedoeling. Alright, tof. Uiteindelijk toch nog wel wat mooie dingen kunnen oppakken. En ik denk dat voordat ik hier de aanval inren... weet ik... dat ik dit moet doen. Food. Ik chop dit, ik chop dat. Ik chop die. En ik chop die. Fuck, ik kan die niet choppen. Is dit vol? Dat is dom. Nou ja, een rage potion normaal. In de hoop dat we ook echt daadwerkelijk een rage aanval hebben. Ik heb nu wel heel veel manschappen hier. Oh, hey. Waar zijn ze? Kijk even, ze worden echt snoeihard aangevallen. Wow.
Sir, we should give the order.
Let's see if Istvan Toth can worm his way out of this one.
Don't tempt fate, Hamish.
Istvan! It's over! You want us to come and get you?
I wouldn't advise that. Your friend Divish wants to see his wife alive again.
And Sir Radzik? Are both hostages unharmed?
For now, Hanush, unless circumstances change.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. My guest is also safe and sound, but he's also quite keen to go home. I imagine you feel the same way. It's been a long time since you warmed yourself at your own hearth.
I'm in no hurry. I've plenty of supplies here, grand view and excellent company. What more could I want?
Your freedom!
Freedom? Freedom to get an arrow in the back?
Sir, we're all noblemen here, all bound by honor. I give you my word as a knight and lord, and that of my companions. If you release Lady Stephanie and Sir Radzig, you may leave the castle with your men and go on your way unharmed.
And just how far will we get? What good will it do me if your men attack us in the woods instead of here?
If you give me your word of honor that you will leave and never return, I promise you safe passage to the boundary of this fiefdom. What happens after that is up to you and the will of God Almighty.
Very well then, but I want a small safeguard. I'll give you her ladyship, but Radzig comes with me. I'll release him in Skalitz.
Out of the question! Is our word not good enough for you?
Is mine not good enough for you? I swear I'll release him when I get to a safe distance.
I'll go with him, Hanush. Let the Lady Stephanie have her freedom now.
Father!
Don't worry, son. I trust Lord Toth's self-interest more than his word. He wouldn't be fool enough to harm me.
If you're certain, Radzig.
Prepare horses and supplies, and tell your men to pull back. We'll come down.
You heard him. Get to work. And any man who breaks his truce answers to me.
So, are you really going to let them go?
My word is my bond, Henry.
He's a cutthroat and a liar. Good men are dead because of him. What's to stop us from skewering him as soon as he sets foot outside?
Our honor.
If you let him go, he'll do the same again. Or worse.
God's justice will find him. Then, he'll get a taste of my mace.
If we break our word of honor, we have none. And without honor, we are nothing. Never fear. Your father will be all right.
We'll hunt down those vermin yet.
Bring the horses.
Here she is, as I promised. Not a hair on her head harmed.
Divish!
Stephanie.
Forgive me, husband. I'm sorry
For what?
for letting them into the castle.
Come now, my dear. You're not to blame.
I didn't know who he was. He said he was your friend.
Never mind. Did he hurt you?
No.
I hope your word can be trusted.
Certainly more than yours.
If everything goes as agreed, I'll set Radzig free in Skalitz. If anyone tries to follow us, I'll kill him.
We won't.
My apologies for keeping you from your father, but you'll see each other soon enough. Oh, I almost forgot. Your sword. I expect you'll want it back after all the trouble you went to. Actually, you know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you.
I look forward to it. Yeah!
Quick! To the battlements! We have to see which way they go! Oh, they really are heading for Skalitz. Mount up, Henry.
You've heard what he'll do if we follow them.
We're not going to follow them. We just have to collect your father. Or do you want him to walk back here when they release him?
Oké, ride with Sir Hans to meet your father. Gelukkig is dit het gedeelte wat wel is gelukt. De aanval op Talmberg. Het kasteel is terug van ons en Lady Stephanie is veilig. Ja. Nu nog mijn vader. Wat is hij traag, joh. Hij rijdt gewoon in de meest simpele galop, lijkt wel.
This is quite a turnaround, isn't it?
What do you mean?
How long have we known each other? A few weeks?
Something like that.
Before that, I was chasing wenches around Rattay and you were digging turnips. And now look at us. A pair of veterans.
I was an apprentice blacksmith, not a turnip digger.
Same difference, you silly bugger.
What will you do now?
Not long ago, I only made plans 3 days ahead at most. Maybe I really could do something for Rattay and its people. Something really big. But there'll be plenty of time for that later.
Oké, we rijden naar Skylitz met een soort laatste dialoog tussen deze twee.
Sneaking into Brannick.
Hij rijdt zo traag, maat.
What I mean is, hats off to you now. You wouldn't catch me doing that.
Truth is, I didn't think much about it. I just felt I had to do it.
What do you think? There's no sign of them. Move on. Glad to see Istvan kept his word, sir.
Not half as glad as I am, Your Grace.
Well, we kept our word too, and now Toth has had his head start and he's fair game. Which way do they go?
To the north, but I would be careful, Sir Hans.
Fear not, Your Grace. I have twice as many men as he. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure the two of you have a lot to say to each other. Let's go!
Right, Father?
I am. They treated me quite decently. Although they did steal my horse, so I'll have to go back on foot.
It looks like it's all over.
Not by a long shot. It won't be over until we get this mess cleared up.
And catch that bastard. How could we let him go?
Would you rather we killed him? Even if it meant Lady Stephanie and I died too?
No, of course not. But what was to stop us from killing him after the exchange?
Honor?
Honor?
If the word of honor of a nobleman could not be trusted, then he would never have agreed to the exchange.
And where's the honor in abandoning your son?
You know how it is. We were young. It happened. And I couldn't marry a commoner. Then your father, Martin, came along and took care of both of you.
He knew it.
What? That I was your father? Certainly. He was a great man. He took you as his own. And always kept an eye on you. Of that you can be sure.
I know so little about his past.
He told you nothing? Oddly enough, even though you don't have his blood, you're very like him. When he was around your age, he became bored of his trade and set out to see the world. He lived through many adventures, even fought in a war.
In a war?
Yes, in Poland, I believe. And I don't think he cared much for it.
That's why he wanted me to stay at home.
He spent some time in Prague, then settled in Kuttenberg. But it seems he quarreled with someone there and finally ended up here. You know the rest.
I loved him, but even so, I somehow always had a feeling I didn't quite fit in.
It was in your blood, I suppose.
I lost the one thing I had left from him. Your sword.
Ah, the sword. It's not my sword. It's yours. For a moment there it was so near, yet so far. Oh well, it can't be helped.
It was almost within my grasp, but just then I had something else on my mind.
Well, I think we may yet have a chance to get it back. This business with Toth is not yet over, unfortunately.
That's a chance I'd welcome. Not just to get the sword, but that bastard Istvan too. and then I'll find that German whoreson who torched Skalitz, and I'll slay him with it. I'll never forget his face. Or his name. Markwart von Aulitz.
Those are noble intentions, son. But don't forget there are other things in this world that are worth living for.
Like what?
Look around you. Blue skies overhead, green grass underfoot, beautiful girls. Good wine, a few good friends, and a fine steed under your backside. Those are things worth living for. Though I can't deny that swine who killed your mother must pay for what he did. But it's better not to dwell too much on that at the cost of those other things. On the subject of steeds, I think we'll have to ride like the Knights Templar.
How's that?
2 up. One day I'll tell you how they got their seal. You can take the front. It's like I always imagined it would be, teaching my boy to ride. Although it would be better if you were a little smaller. My word, it's all go today, isn't it? I wonder who this is.
I think I know. It's Margrave Jobst.
The king's cousin? I wonder what he wants. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Wauw. Dat was hem. Best wel veel lijntjes die ze uitzetten naar een vervolgspel. Hè? En dat is natuurlijk vet dat ik het nu... Normaal gesproken speel je het uit jaren geleden, moet je heel lang wachten op een volgend deel. Nu kunnen we meteen het volgende deel instappen en weten we 100% nog goed wat er allemaal is gebeurd. 49 afleveringen had ik nodig. Pol. En op dit moment van spreken, het is nu 2 februari. Even kijken. Nee, 3 februari is het. Het is de nacht van 3 februari, dus het is morgen in principe 4 februari. Dit is dus de dag waarop Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 uitkomt. En op YouTube ben ik bij aflevering 37. Dus ja, ik heb het niet helemaal gered, hè, want ik moet nog meer dan 10 afleveringen zoiets uploaden. Maar dan weet je in ieder geval wel, in dezezelfde maand Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 rond ik af. En deel 2 wordt direct daarna gestart. Ik ga het niet door elkaar heen uploaden, want dat zou heel raar zijn. Ik ga je in ieder geval bedanken voor het kijken naar deze serie. Naar deze oude serie, een oude classic die ik heb opgepakt. Allemaal ter inleiding van Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. En het is goed afgerond, het is uitgebreid gespeeld. Sterker nog, we hebben de Completionist Trophy gehaald. En we hebben nu met z'n allen kunnen zien hoe het verhaal echt in elkaar zat. Tot aan het einde aan toe. De verschillende oorlogen die nog gaande zijn. De karakters die we nog achterna zitten. Het zwaard wat nog steeds een rol speelt. En de verschillende politieke spanningen in het land. Ik ben erg benieuwd hoe dit allemaal verder gaat. Ik kan niet wachten op Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Ik zal er een prachtige serie van maken. Logischerwijs, ik heb het nu uitgespeeld. Ik kan dus wel op tijd starten met de opnames. Ik kan het alleen niet direct uploaden, omdat Kingdom Come deel 1 nog bezig is. Thanks voor het kijken naar deze fantastische serie. Ik hoop dat jullie ervan hebben genoten. Er maar natuurlijk bij zijn bij het volgende spel, het volgende deel. Wat ook daadwerkelijk een PS5 game zal zijn met dus mooiere graphics. 60 fps, noem het maar. Ik kan niet wachten. Ik heb er zin in. Tot Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Doing well, son.
Father.
Come now. You know whose side you.
That doesn't matter now. I miss you and Matt. I miss you very much.
You'll be fine. We're proud of you.
For what? I let you down. I lost the sword. I let that bastard get away.
Don't be so hard on yourself. There was nothing you could have done to save us. And someone has to live and carry the torch. As for the sword, it's just a thing.
You didn't want me fighting. Now look at me.
Standing up to evil isn't the same as sowing its seeds. You did what was right. I have to leave you now.
Oh, please.
You know I can't stay.
Will I ever see you again?
God knows. Make her proud.
Don't go.
Oh, don't go. No.
What on earth were you dreaming about? I couldn't wake you, and it's well past dawn. Sir Radzig wants you at the upper castle. The lords are in council with Jobst.
Right. I'll go straight away. What is it?
It's just... I don't know how to address you anymore. All of a sudden you're Sir Radzig's son, hobnobbing with lords and ladies. And here's me, as common as muck.
Oh, give over, you idiot. Do I look like a lord to you?
Not really. You're as much a lord as I am a nun. And I've never looked good in a habit.
Get out of here! Or I'll have you clapped in the stocks.
Oh. Jongens, het einde gaat gewoon verder. Quest started. Epiloog. Oh. Ik had mijn hele outro al gegeven, joh, jongens. We hebben ons mooie pakje aan. We moeten alleen nog even wassen. Iets anders wat ik wel echt even wil checken. Ja, we zijn natuurlijk echt in rank omhoog gegaan. Noem het maar. 20 is max. Een keer nagaan hoe hoog sommige levels zijn. Alright, de epiloog kwam nog eventjes na de aftiteling. Die had ik niet per se zien aankomen. We zijn naar Rattay gefast-traveld, blijkbaar. In de tussentijd. En nu moeten we voor de epiloog eventjes gaan praten. Dus dan doen we dat ook zeker. Dan is het een iets langere laatste aflevering. Maar ja, dat sluit natuurlijk wel meteen mooi alles af. Dus dat gaan we ook zeker doen dan.
Oh, Hal. Are you going to the meeting with Margrave Jobst as well?
I am. What about Istvan? I assume...
That we didn't catch him? No. Because if we had, you'd be the first one to know. Have no fear. We'll get him eventually.
I hope you're right. Anyway, let's go and see what Jobst wants from us.
My lords, Christ's blessings on you all.
And on you, Lord Capon.
And this is my son, Henry.
I didn't know you had a son, Sir Radzig.
Came as a bit of a surprise to young Henry, too.
This gentleman here is John II of Liechtenstein, a member of my council.
I'm honored, gentlemen.
Come join us. Margrave Jobst was just about to tell us the reason for his visit. Your Grace?
I'm sure we're all agreed, Your Graces, that all this unrest must come to an end. This kingdom needs a king.
The question is, which king?
My cousin, Wenceslas IV, who is being held in captivity.
I have to confess, my lord, that your answer surprises me a little. If I'm correctly informed, until recently you sided with your other cousin, Sigismund.
That I cannot deny, and I have always stated my position plainly. But times have changed.
How have they changed, Your Grace?
Sir, there is one thing on which we undoubtedly concur. That King Wenceslas, unfortunately, did not inherit his father's gift for governing. Sadly, his failures have cost Bohemia, the nobles, and our whole Luxembourg family a great deal of money and effort.
How did the king let it go so far, damn it?
It's in his temperament. He cares only for wine, women, and the hunt. A king, in fact, who never wanted to be king.
Then why didn't he just let his brother have the crown?
Young sir, the crown weighs heavy when there are duties to be performed, but to surrender it means giving up great privileges too.
But he did surrender power to his brother. When things started getting out of hand, Wenceslas appealed to Sigismund for help in restoring order.
What, you're saying Wenceslas invited him here?
This is starting to make my head spin.
Actually, it makes sense when you think about it. Sigismund wanted to re-establish the power of the whole House of Luxembourg. He thought if he helped Wenceslas win the imperial crown, in return his brother would help him become the king of the Romans, and leave the actual reign of Bohemia and the empire to him. Sigismund would govern, while Wenceslas could carry on doing what he was best at, enjoying the life of the imperial court.
Why wasn't Wenceslas crowned Holy Roman Emperor long ago? He was already elected king of the Romans. All he had to do was go and let the Pope put the damn imperial crown on his head.
Who knows? Maybe he'd prefer hunting and consorting with bathhouse wenches to spending time with the Pope.
Well, so would I must admit.
Sigismund's plan seemed sound enough, but it didn't quite work out, did it?
It worked for a while. He and his brother reached an agreement. Sigismund took over administration of the kingdom and began planning Wenceslas's journey to Rome for the imperial coronation. But then Wenceslas realized he would just be a puppet with a crown.
I must say, Margrave Jobst, Wenceslas and Prokop behave rather like naughty children in need of a good clout about the ears.
Sigismund would agree. He was already planning his rule of Bohemia, and all of a sudden, the rug was pulled from under him. I'd say he lost his patience and decided he'd drag Wenceslas to the coronation kicking and screaming if he had to. Just like a naughty child, as you say.
So he abducted him and your brother Prokop too, if I heard correctly.
Correct.
And you helped him do it, if I heard correctly.
Yes, your graces, it's true. I was there when Sigismund abducted Prokop. I thought everything could somehow be settled, that we could make my brother see sense. But Sigismund just wanted to put an end to the dispute once and for all, whatever the cost. There was nothing I could do to stop him. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here. The worst of it is that it was all for nothing. Instead of putting a stop to the revolt, it escalated it, and the result is this chaos we have today.
That's true enough, sir. But I must admit now, I'm not sure what your position is. The king is incompetent, but we must protect him?
The simple truth, gentlemen, is that for all of Wenceslas's faults, we have no one else.
So we'll have to make do with his idleness.
People like him, though.
But what can we do now? Sigismund has the League of Lords behind him. Otto von Bergholf,
Heinrich von Rosenberg.
The situation has gotten completely out of control. Now even the nobles of the League of Lords are realizing that Sigismund wasn't the right choice.
So now Berghoff is on your side. Are we to assemble an army together with him and face Sigismund on the field of battle?
We're not in Hungary now. Such affairs may be settled elegantly, without unnecessary hostilities or expenses. I have negotiated an alliance with the Hungarian bishops, the Polish, and of course the Czech nobility, against Sigismund. Every day he is losing the ground under his feet, and that's why I need your help too.
What kind of help, though? Sigismund has a massive army, and Rosenberg, Berghoff, and Prague are behind him. Do you have an army you could face him with?
But that's not what I mean at all. There's been a revolt against Sigismund in Hungary, partly due to my efforts, and now he'll have to choose whether he wants to gain the Bohemian crown, which is a very risky enterprise, or hold on to the Hungarian one. He can't have both. And there's a tough struggle awaiting him in Hungary. I'm not sure he'll win, and Rosenberg and Berghoff know it too. They're not stupid. If the Bohemian nobility stands together, they will turn.
We are men of little consequence, Margrave. Radzig here lost everything because of his alliance with Wenceslas. Sir Divish came within a hair of the same fate. Even Rattay is defenseless against Sigismund and the League of Lords.
What's more, Your Grace, King Wenceslas languishes in captivity in Vienna. He can't rule too well from there.
And what do you propose? To sit with your arms folded till the Bohemian lands are turned to ashes like scarlets? We have to put a stop to this senseless war!
And do you know, sir, what the true position of the League of Lords is?
I'm not on the best of terms with them at this moment, so you'll have to ask them yourselves.
Yes. Why not? I'll go and visit Berghoff at his castle and we'll see what he tells me.
You know, that's not such a bad idea, young sir.
True. Though a little risky.
I doubt Berghoff would harm a blue-blooded envoy. And you can find out what he has to say about developments and what the League of Lords is planning. Then we'll decide what to do next.
I'll help you compose a letter to him.
I'd like Henry to come with me.
Why not? He's proven himself an able investigator, and he'll also be a good bodyguard if anything should happen.
And I'll send Sir John here to Kuttenberg to be my eyes and ears there. I believe both your reports will help us get a better grip on the situation.
When can you set out?
Just as soon as I've packed my things.
Excellent. Margrave Jobst and I will draft a letter. Get ready, and we'll meet back here.
I expect it would be best to write it in your name as Lord of Lipa.
Quite so, Margrave.
What
The
exactly
fuck?
am I to write?
We gaan gewoon maar quests verder en verder en verder ook nog. Huh? Ik niet snap.
So, it looks like you're off on a mission.
Yes, I can't wait.
I don't want to dampen your spirits, my boy, but watch out. These are evil times, and who knows what can happen along the way. Not to mention that Berghoff is no saint.
Don't worry.
I know. You've shown you can fend for yourself, but do take care. You'll be traveling as Lord Capon's bodyguard. You'll be there to make sure nothing untoward happens to him. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears wide open. What Berghoff tells you is one thing, but what you see may be quite another.
Rest assured, Father.
And don't get embroiled in anything else. Just hand over the letter, hear out his reply, and return.
Yes.
Very well. Berghoff is at Trotsky Castle. I think you'll find it quite an eye-opener. It's one of the finest castles in the land. It's 3 days' ride from here, so unless you hit a snag along the way, you'll be back soon enough. Any questions?
Je kan dit allemaal vragen, maar... Fuck dat, joh.
I don't know all that much about Sigismund.
He's the king's younger brother and king of Hungary in his own right. 7 years ago, he led a crusade against the Turks and was defeated at Nicopolis. Some say it was due to the recklessness of the French knights, most of whom were mercilessly slaughtered.
Sigismund is ambitious and capable. He might well make a better ruler than Wenceslas, but he's arrogant, and to our misfortune, brutal. Not long ago, he himself was held captive by the Hungarian nobility. They dislike him as much as some of the Czech and German noblemen do his brother Wenceslas. Ironically, Wenceslas joined forces with Jobst to liberate him. And now this is how Sigismund repays his brother. There's no doubt about it, God does move in mysterious ways.
That's about all.
Very well. Take the letter from Sir Hanush. And good luck, son.
Dit wordt wat...
I believe we have written it well, gentlemen.
Without a doubt. No one could deduce from this whether we are Sigismund's allies or foes.
I must travel back to Brno now, but soon I will go to Brandenburg and I will stop here on the way back. By then, Sir Capon should be back and we can discuss how to proceed.
Right. Before you leave, my lord, there is one thing that gives me no rest. Why did Sigismund come as a foe? It makes no sense.
If I may, sir, I think I can explain.
Oh, please enlighten us, young sir.
I live not far from Hungary, where Sigismund reigns. It is a savage country, and the constant war with the Turks has hardened the people. They need a monarch with an iron hand. So when Sigismund felt the wind of revolt, he reacted as he would at home. Only what works on the Hungarian nobles does not work here in Bohemia.
Bringing order is one thing, but slaughtering and pillaging with a horde of barbarians quite another. What purpose does that serve?
But Sigismund did give the Bohemian nobles a chance to take his side. It was only when they refused his ultimatum that he lost patience and took to the sword.
As for the barbarians, he could afford nothing better. The Hungarian nobility would gain nothing from joining his campaign in Bohemia. He didn't have enough coin for a regular army, and so he recruited the Cumans. What he does not pay them, they make up for in plunder.
But in the end, he didn't have enough to even satisfy the Cumans. That's why he raided Kuttenberg and Skalitz. He wanted the silver.
That makes sense.
My lords, how's the letter coming along?
It's done.
Then we can be on our way.
Now remember what we said, boy. All you have to do is deliver the letter, listen to the answer, and come back here. Don't provoke Berghoff in any way.
Provoke? Me? Never, Uncle. We'll be back in a few days. Farewell, your graces. Come, Henry, my men are waiting.
I wish you Godspeed.
Okay, you completed the main storyline. If you like, you can still embark on side quests and activities or just wander in the world. You can end the game anytime afterwards by riding off the map with Sir Hans Capon's squad. Dus zo eindig je in principe
Come now, Hal.
de hele game. En zo start waarschijnlijk de tweede game.
So, can we set off now, Henry?
There was one more thing I wanted to attend to.
I see. We'll go on ahead and wait for you in the camp at Neuhof. I'll use the time for a hunt before we go.
Very well. We'll meet up there as soon as I'm done.
Alright, we'll meet up there as soon as I'm done. Dat laat ik me geen twee keer zeggen. Ik heb nog één superbelangrijk ding te doen.
Hey there, handsome.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Kijk jongens, belangrijke zaken hè?
Listen, Teresa. There's something I ought to tell you.
What is it? What's troubling you?
I'm not quite sure how to tell you, so I'll just spit it out. So Radzig Kobyla is my father.
And King Wenceslas is my cousin. Oh, you really had me going.
No, I'm serious.
What? But, Henry, how on earth could...
I know, it was a shock for me too. It turns out Sir Radzig and my mother had some... romance. Of course, he couldn't marry a commoner.
And your father? I mean the blacksmith. God, that sounds so odd. I mean Martin.
He knew Sir Radzig from way back. Martin... Pa married her before I was born, to protect her reputation, and raise me as his own.
And Sir Radzig allowed it?
Sure. Actually, I get a feeling the whole thing was agreed between them. Sir Radzig was glad she wasn't left alone with a child.
My God, Henry, that's just... And what will that mean for you?
I honestly don't know.
You don't know?
Well, it all depends on Sir Radzig, doesn't it? As his illegitimate son, I don't have any rights as such. Well, it's not like I've suddenly become a noble like Capon. And even though Sir Radzig has publicly acknowledged me, well, sort of, it hasn't really changed anything.
And if Sir Radzig decided to make a real noble of you, would you want that?
Me become a noble? Fine clothes, hunting, drinking wine from a gold goblet, and stuffed pheasant for breakfast? Ha! Of course! Who wouldn't want it?
I think there's a little more to it than that, Henry. You'd have huge responsibilities.
True. But anyway, it's not important what I want. A bastard will always be a bastard.
I don't know. All sorts of things can change. Would you still care for me, a common millmaid, if you were a nobleman?
Och, wat lief.
Of course. I'll always be fond of you. Nothing will change that.
I'll remember that. I hope you won't regret those words.
No fear of that.
Time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
I will, honey. I will. Nu gaan we lekker slaapje doen. En dan naar Sir Hans Capon. Met de daadwerkelijke aftiteling ending van de game. Met deze mooie liefdevolle ending door simpelweg toch nog eventjes te koekeloeren bij onze grote liefde Theresa. Ben ik natuurlijk ook heel benieuwd hoe in Kingdom Come 2 er wordt omgegaan met oude bestaande characters. Hoe er met regelmaat bekende karakters, zowel vriend als vijand, zullen terugkeren in deze geweldige wereld. En hoe dus ook de oude relaties in stand blijven. Ik geloof zelfs dat de game herkent of je de vorige game gespeeld hebt. Hoe ze dat precies doen, weet ik niet precies. Maar dat is wel heel tof. En zo kun je dus ook gebeurtenissen uit dit hele verhaal direct verbinden aan wat er in Kingdom Come 2 gaat gebeuren. Hier zijn we dan. Een kamp aan de rand van het landschap. Waarschijnlijk slaat hij hem ook op, inderdaad, ja. Tijd voor de epiloog.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Are you wishing you'd stayed home at Ratai instead of joining in our nighttime venture?
You must be joking. I haven't had so much fun since... actually ever.
Really? Despite being wounded? Actually, you missed the best part. When I was hauling you like a sack of grain to the battlements dead to the world.
It can't have been that much fun if I fell asleep. But you might have handled me a bit more gently. I'm black and blue all over.
Oh, all right then. Next time I'll just leave you to Istvan's tender mercies.
Nonsense. What would you do without me? Still, thank you for hauling me out of there.
Anything for you, my lord. Well, young sir, what now? Shall we ride boldly forth to adventures new?
I never took you for a romantic soul. But, as it happens, a romantic soul is just what I need by my side right now.
What, here? Now? Aren't we leaving?
Ah, that's just the thing. Here we are, about to ride off into the unknown. Well, who knows what fate has in store for us? What if we should fall as heroes on the battlefield? How could I depart this world with a quiet heart, never having known true love?
I'm a little worried about you, sir. Aren't you getting overheated inside that armour?
Look, I can't just go off and get my head chopped off somewhere without first winning the heart of the girl I love. So are you going to help me or not?
Well, affairs of the heart are what I do best. I'll be glad to help you. So what do you want me to do?
You, Hal, shall be my messenger of love. You shall bear her a letter and a gift from a secret admirer.
Why me? It's not like you to be bashful, Sir Hans. You can just go and tell her,
Certainly not. Carolina is different to the others. She was educated in a convent and needs to be handled with kid gloves. Romanced. I must court her secretly. It's the latest fashion in France.
And who is this Carolina?
The fairest maid that ever walked the earth. Carolina. The butcher's daughter. You must have noticed a divine creature in the marketplace. Unless you're more interested in barnyard animals.
Carolina, I do know her. She's a pretty girl, all right, but, well, a little below your station.
Love knows no station but the heart. And you keep your peasant eyes off her. Your task is simple. All you have to do is get hold of a necklace fine enough to grace her lovely neck. I did have one that I inherited from my great-grandmother. Unfortunately, not anymore.
Wouldn't some other necklace do?
It would not. Only the best will do for Carolina. I'm not some tanner who gives trinkets from a market stall to his beloved.
Oh, all right then. Is there something else I should know about this necklace?
I lost it at dice in the Ledechko tavern when I was there to see... Well, that's not important.
So, some dice player from Ledechko won your grandmother's valuable necklace. Haven't you learned anything from losing to Zdena, the bathhouse wench?
My great-grandmother's. And, as it happens, I have learned a trick or two. But that fellow has the luck of the devil. No doubt he'll still be sitting there, swindling other folk out of their hard-earned groschen.
Oh, what's the use? All right. I'll go to Ledechko, find this diabolical dice player and see what I can do. Though I'll probably lose my shirt to him.
Well, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Good luck, then.
Dit meen je niet. Ik kan gewoon niet verder. Ik kan gewoon niet verder totdat hij deze questline volledig heeft afgerond. Op de een of andere manier. Gaan we niet zomaar weg hier. Nee. We moeten eerst de zaakjes afronden, ja. Kijk maar, wait until Sir Hans Capon's amorous adventure has reached a conclusion. Dus deze aflevering 49 moet ik hier eindigen. Hij heeft ons een beetje om de tuin geleid om ons hier wel naartoe te laten reizen. Maar hij wil dus niet met ons praten. Hij wil niet met ons wegrijden over de landsgrens voordat zijn zaakjes hier zijn afgerond wat betreft zijn liefdesvlak. Ergens snap ik hem wel, want ik ben ook naar Theresa gegaan. Maar aan de andere kant had hij dat niet ietsje eerder kunnen zeggen. Dat betekent dat ik er toch nog een part 50 achteraan moet plakken. Met een daadwerkelijke, officiële epiloog ending aflevering 50. In ieder geval bedankt voor het kijken naar deze lange aflevering 49. In deze episode waarin we hem officieel wel echt uitspelen. Maar voor de echt concrete epiloog waar we samen met Hans Capon over de landgrens rijden. Die zal gaan gebeuren in aflevering 50. Thanks voor het kijken, guys. Thanks voor het liken. En tot de volgende aflevering. Peace.